So this is our dinner on, or I guess supper, September 19th, 2018. And I actually got enough sleep because I took some leave yesterday. So I was on that and it helped me get the proper amount of sleep anyway. And I'm eating, or about to eat, homemade ichiban, sort of ish. So, or ramen. So I put in here, it's different every time actually. This time what I made is a sour soup mix, which is from the Philippines. So it has, well, okay, what I did first is I cooked my Shanghai noodles, and they're in there. And then I made some sour soup, and it has tamarind and tomato juice and celery juice and lime. I don't know. Well, you can look it up. Anyway, and with that, I've sauteed some broccoli, green onion, and green beans, which are in there somewhere. There's one piece of the green beans. And then I put that over the noodles in the bowl. And then I put cilantro and quite a lot of kimchi because I eat a ton of it, and which I make myself. So it's full of probiotic bacteria. I have a whole fridge devoted to storing my probiotic foods. And then I put sprinkled some dried seaweed on top and black sesame seeds. And I'll be drinking cucumber juice with this. This is only half the amount that I normally do, but I'm eating a whole ton of food. And I put one of those hydration powder mixes in there so that it tastes like orange pez. And James is still eating his breakfast because he didn't eat it. So whenever he gets here, which he should have been here 20 minutes ago, so I'm not sure where he is. But if you think about it, that's really not that hard to make. If you make a big batch of sour soup and you store it in your fridge, and if you cook the noodles up and store those in the fridge, it's ready to go. I mean, you just have to put it together, warm it up a bit, and it's as instant as, say, this. I mean, it's not as instant the first time you make the batch, right? But, like, because this is really instant. But that is way healthier than this. Like, if you look at the ingredients. It took me a long time to realize that even if you got chicken, simulated flavor, you're not actually getting any chicken in there. So if you're the kind of vegan who pulls off, is willing to go out for pizza with friends and just pulls off the meat and doesn't worry about the fact that it may contain some meat fat or whatever and on your cheeseless pizza, then you'd be totally nuts about eating these things, I'm sure, because it may contain egg, milk, fish. But I mean, honestly, when they say that, I think they're just most of the time they're just wanting to put those things on there so that it seems like there's some food in there, because this is really not. So anyway, make this. It's not that hard. I'll try to find a link to some recipes that look good, and then you can take your pick. But I want to show you something else today. We'll be having each a mandarin for dessert, and this is what we already have drank in the form of juice. We drank this much kale already, the two of us, and we drank one whole bunch or whatever of celery and 4 beets this size. That's what we've already drank. So even had I went for this rather than that, I wouldn't have felt that horrified with my decision to eat that, I suppose, because, I mean, oh, and then plus the cucumbers. And I've showed you before that the colander this size, it's these colanders are messy because I was doing apples with them, and so it has like applesaucey stuff all over it, but whatever. I was doing that earlier today, and I have to wash that cauliflower or the celery again. So anyway, I guess I should let you know how this is, but I already know how it is. Way more yum than that. So, last night we watched this. James didn't watch the end. I guess he got bored or something. I don't know. But Super Troopers 2. And I don't know if anybody remembers this, because it was a long time since the first Super Troopers movie came out. Big gap. And I mean, it's boy humor. So, I don't know. But it makes me laugh sometimes. So anyway, there was one part where they they put a fly catching thing as a headband. That just sounds like a bad idea. I don't know if there's like toxic ingredients in there. If it's just gluey stuff, well, maybe that's fine. Anyway, but what was I going to say about this? Oh, the funniest part, I thought, was when they were impersonating the Canadian Mounties and pulling people over and doing silly things to try to get the Mounties in trouble. That was very funny. You're probably looking at me going, why are you using a fork? You should be using chopsticks, but I really suck with chopsticks, and it'd be embarrassing in front of the camera. Oh, I also put corn in here. But yeah, I can totally understand why people love eating Mr. Noodles, because it's good and easy. Well, more easy than good. But this is good and easy. I should say, like, typically sour soup has shrimp in it, but I mean, I don't eat shrimp, right? So mine doesn't. But if I were making this for James, which I would have been had he eaten his breakfast, then I would have cooked some shrimp and put them on top too. But I have leftovers, so I can always make them that tomorrow. I'm gonna try to find. James was telling me about this video with babies, and he's taking a course. I guess it's a linguistics course, but you know what? I'm not sure. He's taking a course at the university. Well, he's taking a few, but that one, the baby video, was from that course, the linguistics one. I'm gonna try to find a way to link it to the blog so everyone can watch it. Because anyway, James was telling me about this baby course, and I was just, or the baby video, and I was just laughing just hearing his description of it without even seeing it. There were twins, and they were just babies, and one of them was missing a sock. And well, anyway, I guess I should just try. I shouldn't tell you about it. I should try to find a way to link it, and then you can just laugh about it, maybe. But anyway, I guess I could tell you, and you'd laugh the way I did when James told me. But it might be better just to see it. It's worth it. So good. Sounds like Angel.